Hey, go to our site. Let me see your phone right quick. Go to our site. There you go. We on. YSO Nashville.
8 second
YSO.
2. Okay.
Yep. Nashville. We on. See, it take a couple times, but we'll get there. Hey, you know how it is. We got Jake phones. You know, it take us a minute to get.
I gotta get another. I'm close.
Yeah. Jake done dropped it a few times. You know.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Oh.
He said we got Jake phones.
Yeah, you motherfuckers be broke, crack.
He said Jake phones.
You know how Jake is. Jake always breaks some shit. Shit don't work all the way right. You gotta rig it up and shit. You gotta rig that motherfucker to work. Put duct tape on it, super glue on it. You know.
This mother wouldn't even let me get on YouTube last night. I had to go on Google,
see. Yeah.
And then go into that link
Just to get on there.
just to get on there. then Instagram wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, see.
Hey, hey,
Trying to get a new phone, brother.
New phone and plus
Hey, that system, you.
Hey, he know that it's been increased.
God, that's it. That's it. That's it. You know, he's always fucking with some shit. All this, man, you got all this technology around, all this 5G shit.
We got 5G and it still runs slow.
You got to plug into that shit. That 5G shit, they got you plugged into AT&T.
Yeah.
They come and hook this shit up. They got to take the wire to the house, plug it up into the 5G. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Get the shit. And then you like
Yahweh, Bashim, Yosha, Bashim, and Kwakudash.
The honor to the Apostle Elder Great Milson, Close to the Spirit. Peace and much love and sight to Israel. Are you so-called Negroes? 19 American Georgia is according to the Bible. I tell them we got to seek year 2020 year of prophecy. Death shall be spared by y'all by Shema Shai.
2nd Ezra 7 and 13.
Yup.
For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure and brought immortal fruit.
Yup.
If then they that live labor not to enter these
hey, just
straight,
check like every 30
these
minutes.
straight
You know what I mean?
and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Yup. So people of this world, they can't receive the kingdom of heaven. Right? They can't receive the things that's laid up for them because why they desire to be in Israel. Right?
In the back. Now therefore, why disquietest thou not thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man, and why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal? Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is to come, rather that which is present?
So why have you inquired the things of the Most High instead of things that are present? Because people, they worry about the present. See, read that part again,
Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is come?
Yeah, so why is
come? Rather than that which is present.
Exactly. So people worry about the things that are present. This current life. Right? Everybody was worrying about this current life system. We say today now, brothers, we also have to eat. No, brothers, we gotta work things like that, you know. But also, like I said, we're worried about the things of the afterlife, man. The kingdom of heaven, because we understand that this shit ain't about to be here for a minute.
That's right.
It's about to go. Because the dollar
right.
dropped 500 points.
That's it.
It dropped 500 points, man. The dollar index is dropping hard.
Because Russia and China pulling out.
That's it. And all these other like the Japanese yen, the British pound, the euro, all these other forms of money, they're going up while the dollar is falling. And there's a reason for that, because the system is collapsing.
Then answered I and said, O Lord, that beareth rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things.
Yeah, so the Most High better not in the law that the righteous shall inherit these things. All right, what's those things? The kingdom of heaven. All right, the things of the Most High. Go ahead.
But that the ungodly should perish.
Yeah, that the ungodly should perish. The ungodly is who took us, our people, also the heathen nations. All right, go ahead.
Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wise.
Exactly, so the righteous shall suffer straight things. Right, so us in the ministry, how about we go through straight where we're difficult. We go through difficult things, you know. We deal with mental issues, you know what I'm saying? Demons messing with you. You having sometimes doubts. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, your spirit feel messed up. Sometimes you feel combobulated in the spirit, but that's gonna get worse as you grow within the ministry, how about
That's right.
Because at one
Hey, like the brother was saying, hey, that word straight, just it only means a position of difficulty. Hey, and everything in Jake's life is difficulty, right? Every time you look up, you got whether it's the 2/3 Jake, or it's the female, or it's the female Jake. It's always some bullshit. You constantly you're dealing with drugs, you're dealing with gangs, you're dealing with all kind of wickedness through our people. So in that straight, our people isn't straight for us, because they all in a position of difficulty. We got to navigate through that shit. When you're young, you got to live. You don't want to, you got the club scene. You want to be out popping and bopping. You know what I'm saying? You're a young cat. You want to go do your thing. Hey, that's a straight. That's a position of difficulty to keep yourself on that straight and narrow road, man. You know?
Because that happens a lot, especially as you grow through the truth. You might came in a year or 2 or 3, you're on fire. You know what I'm saying? That's when you at your peak. But if you've been in for 5, 6, 7 years, you know what I'm saying? At the minute, it don't go away, but it kind of just subsides. You know, you find a balance. You're coasting at that point. You know, and then sometimes you get those spiritual upsets or spiritual downfalls. You know what I'm saying? You might not read. You go through those things. The things that we're going to go through within this mission, we have to keep on pushing, man. You know.
For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wise.
Exactly. So they suffered the straight things, man. So they didn't want to walk in that straight path, that hard path. Right? Go ahead.
And he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that hath understanding above the highest.
Yes, see, there's nobody that has understanding above the highest. You know, and sometimes, the Most High certain things within our life that we don't understand. You know, people leave out your life. Certain things happen for reasons because the Most High did it for a certain reason, man. You know, sometimes we don't always understand what the Lord's doing. You know, go ahead.
For there be many that perish in this life.
Yes, so there be so many that shall perish within this life. So this life that we live in, a lot of people are going to die. It's going to be a mass death out here. Because they're already talking about what is almost going to be 100 million evictions within a month of August. So we're living in perilous times that Ezra was speaking about. You know, St. Ezra 13 was speaking of, St. Ezra 15 was speaking of, Jeremiah was speaking of perilous times. Right? Men are going to be robbing each other, killing each other for food and some type of substance. Because soon to be, a lot of people are going to be homeless. And we already see this into the people that are already homeless, they already know what to do. So they're going to be playing in their ball field, man. That's it. So we're living in perilous times. Go ahead.
There was a video I just seen this morning. He was talking about people was already leaving LA out there.
Yeah. It's a run on LA. It's a run on. Hey, matter of fact, when you go check out LA and the living conditions of LA, not only is it just Skid Row, they got this shit called RV Street or RV Lane or some shit like that. Hey, it's a bunch of RVs just littered up and down streets where people living and parking in because they can't afford their homes no more, right? Because you figure these homes in LA, they said like a 1,500 square foot home could cost you anywhere upwards around $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Right, in some areas, and then you go to certain areas, and if you go to certain areas, it's gonna cost you close to the $800,000, $900,000 range, just for something so small. Where you can come out, you down south, your a $1,500 house. Hey man, you can get that for what? Fucking with about 100,000. You know what I'm saying? You can get that for cheap. You can get that for dirt cheap. You don't even, so that's the difference that's in what's going on in LA. That's why the run is in LA.
Huh.
Because it's so expensive to live in LA. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood made it so Hollyweird, made it so expensive that hey, the people can't live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you making $20 an hour in LA, you a homeless.
Just like you said, they got it up and down a street. They got it up and down Disneyland.
Yeah, I mean everywhere, bro. They fuck. Because you know that they let that economy grow so heavy out there with Hollywood that the working man, nobody paid him no attention, bro. I see. Matter of fact, it's some videos about people living in the hotels that was working at Disneyland. You know, a lady was making $12, $13 an hour. She can't afford shit. She said she's not making enough money to live. You know what I'm saying? Now you put her down here in the South, she can get a little 1-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? You can make it different places, affords you different things. You know what I'm saying? But LA is for the rich, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's a fucking run on LA. Because everybody want to get the fuck out of there, man. Because one, the economy is collapsing, and it's collapsing all around LA. And hey, man, it's nothing to live for in that bitch.
Right. That's right.
Because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them.
Yes, so they despise the law of the Most High. So that's why you're going through those difficult things, because you despise the law of the Lord. That's why the wicked are going to be punished, because they despise the laws of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
They didn't want to appear to what the men of the Lord are saying. They didn't want to appear to anything. They want to go off their own bellies and feed off and go off into their own lusts. All right, go ahead.
For the Most High hath given straight commandments to such as Cain.
Yes, so the Most High gave us straight commandments to such as Cain. Go ahead.
What they should do to live even as they came.
Exactly. So the Most High gave us he gave us something. He said, look, the Most High was plain and simple. That's why Habakkuk.
This is Habakkuk 1 and 3. Why dost thou shew me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance?
Yep.
For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention.
That's it. So they that way of strife and contention. All right, and they that do that sport. Why did he make the Most High upset? And how do we make the Heavenly Father upset, not falling out this law since you came back? Right? And they jumped to 2 and 2 wins. To start 2 wins.
Habakkuk. And what's good?
No, same chapter, but just change chapter 2.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And
so what we're doing, we're watching upon our tower. See, we're on that high mountain, we're watching. Because we're seeing these things happen, these prophecies pop off, which the Lord already spoke before. You know? Go ahead.
And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
So write the vision, make it plain upon tables. So that we're referring that back to also to 2 Ezra 7 chapter. Talking when the Lord said he gave us laws to follow. And he gave us straight laws. Right? It was straight, it was already straight, and it was already made plain on how we were supposed to live. So it was most always gave us a certain way to live, but we didn't want to live that way. The people don't want to live that way because why? It's a straight way to live. It's a hard way to live.
Hey, you think about it. Hey, our people didn't want to go by the law, statutes, commandments. What we got? 613 something laws and statutes, commandments. All right, how many laws America get? Woo. Man, this bitch is like over almost 10,000 different laws. And it's still counting. And each county got its own laws. You know what I'm saying? So you got, and we like, what the fuck? You know, there's laws about walking up and down the street that we just don't get charged for, that the police can come and put you in jail for the rest.
That's right.
Right? We don't know this, and yet we couldn't hold 613 laws, statutes, and commandments, but yet we can hold this devil's law. We can hold thousands upon thousands laws, or try to hold them, or we'll hold them to the best of our ability for Satan, man, for the deceiver. But for the Lord, we can't play the light.
So man, rather walk in the ways of darkness than the ways of the Most High. Because walking with the Lord, you're gonna go through some shit. And that's the thing about it. And all through history, when we was dealing with the Most High, when the Most High was dealing with us, we always was going through something as a nation. We always going through some type of hell and turmoil that we was going through. And that's why the Northern Kingdom left. They said, look, after they got out of Syrian captivity, they left. They were like, no, we're gonna leave. We can't do this with the Most High no more. We're supposed to do too much stress, double. Right? And what did Jake after a minute, like, man, the Lord guys going through too much stuff. We gotta go, man. And Jake flee from their power because they know that the Lord's gonna punish their ass, man.
That's beautiful. That makes sense. Because when you see Issachar walk by, man,
They don't want to do it, man. They don't want to do it.
Like we always say every week, when have you ever seen Native Indian,
No,
man.
you don't even see
don't see
them.
them,
Shit,
man.
you gotta go out to what's that? Wisconsin or not Wisconsin, but Idaho. and all that
yeah,
shit.
come.
You gotta go search them out. Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go find them out. You gotta go. They constantly. I call them constantly.
No shirt on.
No shit. You know, it's foolish. Yeah, go bust his head open. Damn, that's too bad. All right, but go ahead.
2 Ezra 7 and 21. For the Most High hath given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
So what's the most I showed us? Hey, look, you got a way to not die. You know? So the Lord gave us a way not to deserve punishment. He said, look, I gave you a certain commandment to do so you can live and not die. Right? But our people, they don't want to listen. You know, the world don't want to listen to the Lord because the world listens to Jesus Christ. You know? That's Christos. That's what the world listens to because why? Jesus Christ, he's you to live by the flesh. To lust after this world. Right. But y'all trying to tell you to put these things, to put the mortal man on. And people can't put off the mortal man. They can't put off the flesh. Because the flesh is too strong, man. You know, certain lust, you know, certain things, you know, like weed. You know that, and that's a heavy demon that Jake got on. And they're not willing to let those things go for the Lord. You know, chasing a fantasy life of having millions of dollars. You know, those are things that our people look for, but you tell them up the Lord to put those things away, they won't do it because they don't see no profit within those things. You know.
Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him. But spake against him and imagined vain things.
Exactly. They spake against the Most High and imagined vain things. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on, I got precept.
I got one too.
Yeah, let me precept that right there. Cause that's one. This is Numbers 14 and 11.
Huh?
No, hold on, let me just jump up a little bit. This is Numbers 14 and 8. If the Lord delighteth in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey. 9. Only rebel not ye against the Lord power Yahweh, neither fear ye the people of the land.
That still don't fear the people of the land. Because in that time, hey, the Canaanites, they was in that land, man. You know, they ruled that land. So we weren't supposed to fear the land of the people. And the Lord said, don't rebel against the Heavenly Father. He'll give us a land of milk and honey. And what do we do?
Look at this land here too, same thing.
Exactly.
Only rebel not ye against the Lord Yahweh, neither fear ye the people of the land. For they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them. And the Lord Yahweh is with us. Fear them not. But all the congregation bade stone them with stones. And the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of the congregation before all the children of Israel. And they were saying they was trying to stone Moses and Aaron. They wanted to kill Moses and Aaron because they didn't believe in what the Lord was telling them. They was telling them, stop fearing. Fear Yahweh. Don't fear man. Fuck man, fuck them. We gonna go to the land, Lord gonna give us the land, we gonna take the land from the people. They are bread. We're gonna take their food, meat, substance, everything they got, their riches is all gonna be ours. They're gonna be our side. They're right. We're gonna take them. Then we're gonna take and if at that time the Lord wanted us to, we took the women for concubines. Right? We'd have had they girls for slaves or handmaids. You know, and we'd have killed off the men. You know? But right here, so when the Lord appeared over the tabernacle unto Israel, and the Lord, your signs which I have showed among them, I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than them.
Exactly. When you read that, this heritage we did. You know, our heritage is completely gone. And how's the most going to remake the nation, make them better? It's through the elect. The man that's willing to submit to their power. We're willing to submit to Yahweh by Shema Shah. We're willing to give up our lives for the Lord and give up our bodies as a sacrifice for the Most High. We're willing for those things. But for the majority of our people, they're not willing to do that. So that's why the Lord is going to destroy them and make a new nation. And that's the nation of Israel, starting out with the elect. Yahweh Shai and the elect, man, the government body. You know?
Just like that brother was saying, man, earlier, we had those judgments, man. This is what we're talking about right here, which is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Now the key is in verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom.
Yeah, that was our wisdom. That's how we were able to be able to discern between good and bad.
Hey, it's like, and not even only that. That's a part of separating us from the other nations. Because they didn't have our laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get the order of the Lord. Just like in the garden, Eve didn't get the order. Adam got the order. Neither did any of the other men or women in the garden at that time was with the Lord that was in the garden at the time of Eve. Neither did they get the commandment. Laws. Only Adam got this law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? So he only gave it to the Israelites. So it was only for the Israelites. It was never meant for any nation, any other nation. All right?
And that's the spirit. And I'm going to continue.
Go ahead.
And continue in your understanding in the sight of the nations.
That's it. That's it.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation.
How we do manifold works within the nation of Israel. And they knew it. You know, all these nations knew. They knew who we were. That's right. But then too, when they came to us with our weakest point, we weren't with the Most High.
Ezra 7:23. And deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and set up the Most High, that he is not and know not his ways. But his laws have they despised, and denied his covenants. And his statutes have they not been faithful, and have not performed his work. And therefore Esdras, for the empty are empty things, and for the full are the full things. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen that now is withdrawn from the earth. Whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evils shall see my wonders.
That's it. And that's your shot, right? And that's what's coming. See, we're gonna. Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evil shall see my wonders.
Exactly. What's the foresaid evils? The World War III, the Circle of America, all these different things that's coming. And we're seeing Jacob Shuffle is here. Like it's here. It ain't no mystery that Jacob Shuffle ain't here.
That's
we're like there.
Hey, look at Portland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the places like Portland and shit. They out there fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and that's Esau against Esau. That's Mark 3 and 3 and 23. You know, hey, Satan's house is divided. You know, hey, what he said, Satan's house be divided, how can it stand? So that's gonna cause the collapse of part of the collapse of the humanity in America. If there is humanity in this group. You know what I'm saying? If you could say that there's humanity here, you know? Because really only real humans here is the elect. You know, 2/3 because they, you know, but other than that, but the real people with humanity is the elect.
That's right.
We're the only ones that have some type of hope.
Guidance, man. A guidance, bro. We got hope, we got faith, and we got guidance, man. We got laws, statutes, and commandments to live by, man. To the best of our abilities here in Babylon. You know what I mean? Hey, let me precept right quick. Just because this is Numbers 14 and 18. The Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquities and transgressions, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation.
That's it, because we all come back to reincarnation. So everything that we're suffering is from our past life. That's why we come out with certain ailments and certain things they come out with, because that's that punishment that you did when you were so back, or who knows, you know? There's no really recollection of how we lived back in the ancient world. Right. All we know here now today, we know we live other lives though. You know what I'm saying? But you came back through the seed line of the father that you were before. You know, it didn't change. You didn't come back as an animal. You came back as what? An Israelite man, other but the child that you are now today. You know,
Esau, you came back in Esau. Simple. It just looked different. But you come back in your perspective line.
Different body, same spirit.
That's it.
2nd Ezra 7:28. For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that be with him.
Is that now? This is in Ezra, man. This is in the Old Testament, right? Talking about Yahweh Shah. So he said his son shall be revealed with him. Go ahead.
And they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years. After these years shall my son the Mashiach die, and all men that have life.
And all men shall have life. And after that, when Yahweh Shah gave us his by living sacrifice for the nation of Israel, we all had life. We all were able to live again because through him that loved us, which is Yahweh Shah. That's how we're able to get over the conquer the things of this world.
And the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain.
That's it. So it's gonna be the earth will go back quiet again. It's gonna be back at peace. And at the time of the Garden of Eden, when the world was at peace, because the world isn't at peace no more. All right, with Esau, white men ruling, all these other nations ruling and wickedness, the earth is not have no rest. All right.
Hey, look what they doing over there, the Israelis, man. Look what they doing over there to Syria, man. They keep dropping bombs right now to this day. Iran, they trying to blow up. They blew up a bunch of their factories and shit. Ain't no peace in this land.
No.
You know, ain't nothing but fighting.
Yeah,
from Damascus to Jordan, they stay over there fighting, man, in the land, man.
It's fight. It's in fighting everywhere.
It's unrest. Hey, look, Russia's fighting with Ukraine. Hey, China's fighting with India over the border. They own it because you know China and India is on that border. They having border wars. North Korea trying to find its way down to fight South Korea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, shit, this shit is unrest.
Yeah, it's hell on every side.
Yeah, it's hell everywhere,
Yeah,
man. That's what Ezra say. He's like, woe is me. Woe is me. Who shall save me in that day? Because it's going to be so much hell and calamity. Hey, what hell? Then don't forget about the chief devil of America. Hey, you know, the so-called white man, everybody fucking country fighting everywhere, bro. And a lot of the wars that's going on is him. It's him perpetrating this propaganda against all these other countries and shit. You know what I mean?
Yo.
From Iraq, everywhere you go, it's a war.
Yeah, verse 6. You start here.
And that's the proof that the Israelis or the so-called the Jewish is not the real people, man. There ain't supposed to be no war.
Nah, man.
When the real Jews are here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the real Jews are being in the place of their land, it's gonna be peace. Man.
That's it.
And we got the most chaos right now.
We got the most chaos all over the world. And who in rulership? You know?
This is Revelation 6, verse 3.
Come.
And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Yeah, where all represents Esau. What did he do after the Renaissance of the rebirth? When he became back in the power, what did he do? He took peace from the earth. That's when the earth started going in the world after he rose up. Right? Alexander the Greek, and his generals, when they came in through the earth, that's when wickedness really multiplied upon the earth. That's what you read in Malachi, the first chapter talks about that. You know, he shall build up, and I shall destroy. You know, he shall call himself. He shall be on the high mountains. You know, he just be as the most. He shall think himself to be as the Most High, and that's what the Esau white man has done. And the Lord gave him that power, though. You know, read that part again, Buffalo Shaw.
And there went. This is Revelation 6, verse 3.
Right.
And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
Hey, I just right quick. Hey, and it's funny that there's Genesis 25th chapter, right? Hey, he came in. Hey, what the Lord give him?
Rothschild's red shield.
Right, the red shield. Right, yeah. And what did the Lord give that devil? He gave him the weapons, man. You know what I'm saying? He gave him the military might. What does Esau like to do? He likes to fucking hunt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's the hunter. He's the hunter of the field, man. I don't like hunting. I don't even want to go hunt shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even with that. That's why I say Jacob was a plain man. He dealt in the tents. Esau was a mighty hunter. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how many so-called Edomites love to hunt, man? All these motherfuckers, man. From they old to they young, man. They look. That's like a part of their life is learning. That's like one-on-one for Esau. It's hunting. Get out there, hunt that game, that big game. Then they got that big game. You know what I mean? You want to hunt that bison, deer. You want to hunt in the big game. You want bears, lions and shit, giraffes and shit. You know what I'm saying? go kill some walrus and shit. You know, they want to do some extravagant shit. What are they? They're the destroyers of the earth. You know what I mean? They want to destroy and destruct the earth, bro.
Matter of fact, not to get off the subject,
No,
but the Apostle came out with a video. If you look up, I was trying to have that brother look it up, but SpaceX named stuff Dragon, huh?
oh yeah, well,
Dragon.
he the dragon.
He's the Dragon.
He ride Esau riding on the back of the dragon,
Huh.
man. And that dragon, that's why that circle's gonna get him. That's Britain. They go the EU, the NATO and EU. They gonna reach up and clamp that ass.
Huh.
Because everybody gotta drop a missile on this devil, man. Because why? He's deceived many nations.
Too, the Britain dollar's doing better than the American dollar.
Yeah,
at this
calm.
point.
Calm.
I mean, American dollar's getting
It's getting trash.
it's getting messed up.
Hey, shit. Russia and China. They say they have finally gotten rid of enough currency from America that they're under. They're 50% under using the American dollars. All right. So that shit is just America thought they was going to collapse Russia's economy, but they turned around and blasted them in the face when Russia and China got together and made that deal.
And that's the nations coming together.
Yeah.
Joel the 3rd chapter. They should come together in the Valley Joseph family. They're gonna all fight against the beast system.
Hell yeah.
You know.
And that's the thing I did a video on, so like when the Lord do things in seasons, man. You know, we've been saying this for a while, but now coming into, because I just do some stocks, man. Coming into Q3 and Q4, man. Hey, just like the brother said, hey, what he said, the dollar's dropping. Hey, why is it not dropping suddenly, man?
Right.
Because the Lord has a way of doing things. What he said, there's a time to laugh, there's a time to fight, war.
Time for everything.
Time for everything, man.
So long suffer.
Long suffer, man. So right now we're going into that little stage, man, where we always say a continual gradualism, man. You just keep on letting it, and then it's just going to drop.
Hey, because if you think about like what you're saying, when the Lord built this earth,
Right.
the Lord didn't just, he could have just, boom, and it could have had it done. It could have had Yahweh Shai and the angels knock it out. But what did he do?
Right.
So 1,000 years, he took his time. The Lord does shit according to his time. And he takes it, that's who he is.
Yep.
You know, he's Yahweh. He's ancient of days. He's ancient. There is no time to him. Right? Time don't fucking exist.
And that's bro. And that's crazy when you think about it, man. You know,
Yeah.
the Lord's older than time. You
He's
know?
older than time,
Like,
bro.
yo,
Right.
that's crazy.
He made time.
But
Time only exists because of him.
you ask yourself, why there's 4 seasons? Because every season has something to do. So you got something to grow.
Everything got its time to work. Yeah.
See?
It's the reason for everything.
And that's why we say that's why the truth. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Right.
Because like I said, we're going. I think weeks ago spoke on this. That's why we say we don't. Like I said, we making sure our oil is running. We don't overflow our oil. We don't overrun it out. We keep it going.
That's right.
We keep it going by measure. You know what I'm saying? That's why our mind frame is at the end of the day. We see everything's popping up, which is good, but our mind frame is still long term. We don't know.
We don't know.
Until that offer needs to come in to it. It's how we know
That's-
we're done. When that market beast come in, we're still in that long frame mind state is that we're gonna keep going. We're gonna go with the motions.
Huh.
As the Most High pulls and puts at this place, we're gonna keep flowing with the Most High. Do what we do, prophesying, doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Building our brothers in the spirit. Do what we do until that time comes. We're gonna know it. We're gonna know when it's done.
Huh.
We're gonna know. But as of now, we're just doing what the Most High told us to do.
Hey, 'cause
Preach the word.
Why you said that mark of the beast? Michigan passed that bill. They passed that law for the chip to make it mandatory in Michigan. So that's you're supposed to wear the mask all the time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything is falling in order.
That's it.
You know what I mean? But once again, like we said, the Lord is long suffering.
Done.
You know, so we just got to go through it. Like I said, he took one day to separate the firmament from the heavens and the earth. Hey, bro, he took 1,000 years to do it.
Yeah.
All right, he took 1,000 years to name the animals. That's just the way the Lord worked. You know, we gotta.
30. And the world shall be turned into the old silent 7 days, like as in the former judgment, so that no man shall remain. And after 7 days, the world that yet awaketh not shall be rise up, and that shall die that is corrupt.
Is that it? So this earth, this current world we live is gonna die because it's corrupt. Right? This world we live in, it's a new heaven. This heaven that we live in is really hell.
Done.
Right, that's it.
But for some people, it's considered a heaven. But this heaven that we're under right now, or this earth that we're currently under right now, this world, this this new world system we're under, right, is gonna be destroyed. And I'm also gonna bring up the new world. You know, that's gonna be peace. It's gonna be peaceable. You're gonna be able to let your kids go outside and not have to worry about a whole bunch of pedophiles trying to go take them and shit. Right?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to live at peace. You know, with a sound mind.
Hey, you know why you say that? You know, Nick Cannon found out that this world is hell.
Yeah.
See?
After what he's going through now.
After what he's going through now.
That's it.
Right? He came out, you know, living in heaven with Esau. Right along with Esau, as he joined hand in hand with the devil, with the so-called white man. He joined hand in hand with him. Life was good, great. He had it all. Money, women, with Mariah Carey, all the shit he wanted to have, he had it. But now they slowly ripping it from him because he said it. Because he said that we the
They took
Israelites.
him out of wild and out.
Yeah, they took his shit from him. So now he's learning. So the 2/3 that was in heaven under this double system, a lot of them are learning. Ice Cube, they learn they in hell. They learning that this is hell. Well, and they already knew, but they forgot it. Because see, they came out of hell. They came from the bottom. See what I'm saying? They forgot who they really were. They forgot who the so-called white man was. Ice Cube forgot what it was when NWA first started and how much hell that the so-called white man put them through when they was trying to do their rap music and shit, arresting them and shit, running. You know what I'm saying? When they was public enemy #1, coming down, throwing them on the ground, face down first, and stomping them, beating on them and shit. They forgot it after they got all their money, after they got their luxury. You know what I mean? After they got what they wanted, they forgot the way Jerry Heller did to them. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Jew, that Jewish motherfucker. They forgot what he did. But now it's all coming back to their remembrance. Now they gotta remember that, damn, bro, we in hell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that means whatever it is, it's true. We under servitude. We under servitude to this devil. Even when you a fucking multi-millionaire, you still under fucking servitude. Because they can still do what? They can put an IRS on your ass and rip everything you fucking got away. Yeah.
Second Esdras 7:32. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep and heard, and so shall the dust those that dwell in silence. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep and heard, and so shall the dust those that dwell in silence. And the secret places shall deliver those souls that were committed unto them. And the Most High shall appear upon the seat of judgment, and mystery shall pass away, and the long suffering shall have an end.
That the long suffering shall have an end. And this is like I said, we go through long suffering this thing. You know? It's suffering to be here, bro. Cause you hear a lot of vexation. Hey, that's what Lot say. It's like, hey, Lot was destined to build the country of the wicked. So other vexations, they don't even know what they're going through. But the most I put up there, but it's gonna be an end to all those things. You know? And one of my favorite scriptures is it's in this 9th chapter where it says, better is the end of the thing than the beginning. So we're at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a blessing that we're at the end of it, man. So we're gonna be able to get that rest, we're gonna be able to get that relief. You know?
Just like the brother said, man. You see the man over here?
Yeah.
He just, hey, reprobate mind, man.
That's it.
The Lord has got him in another world.
That's it.
His mind is gone. And same thing.
No, because some days you have, bro, you just be feeling, like I said, weary in the spirit. It's like, damn, you know, you might have didn't read or something, you like feeling fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like the Lord not dealing with you.
Huh?
You get a lot of those things happen. You know, when you just be like, damn, you know, you want your rest. You know, and sometimes you get a little bit, you know, you look up, you can't really focus. You know, you be.
The beautiful thing that the brother said is that it ain't just him going through.
It's
It's all of us going through it. You can call any brother in this truth, they're going to tell you, man, they're going through hell some kind of way. Whether it's mentally, whether it's physically. Hey, that's why I really need to have that bond, man. It's like Yaquab said every week, man, he love when he come out here, man. Because of that bond that the brothers have, man, because you go through hell.
Brotherly covenant. But along with the brotherly covenant, I deal with these devils all day, all fucking weekend. So do so do all of us. You know what I'm saying? We deal with these devils all week. So you need to. So hey, when you finally come out the camp, hey bro, you can release that shit. Because everything you wanted to say while you was at the slave plantation, everything you wanted to say there to them devils that you can't say because why? Money is a defense. You got to keep defending yourself from being poor. So everything you want to say, you can't. Hey, bro, we're gonna bring that shit out right now. You know what I mean? You gonna let your feelings out. What you gotta say before he go there? Hold on, let me hit this quick preset. Hey, I just want to, because this is about what we're talking about. This is Ecclesiastes 1:12. I, the preacher, which is Solomon, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. All right, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under heaven. And where is under heaven? We're on travail have Yahweh given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and beheld all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
See, because everything that Solomon seen was vanity and vexation. You know, he knew it wasn't no profitable until his king that he had, because he knew, well, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna leave some other man is gonna be with me. You know?
I have seen that which is crooked, could not be made straight.
So that which is crooked cannot be made straight. America was made to be crooked, and it can't be made straight.
And Esau can't get in the kingdom. Hey, because he's the way. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. That which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I consume with my own heart, his own mind, saying, lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all thy that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly.
So Solomon also knew madness and folly, right? And this is why we're here in America. As we've been in we have to learn madness and folly. That's why brothers, when it came to the truth, they were living a madness and folly life. So your mind can know madness. So you can know, oh, man, what I was doing back then is wicked, bro. So your mind can know that, so you can be able to discern between righteousness and
and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation as of spirit. For in much wisdom is much grief.
Yes, so much wisdom is much grief. The more you know, the more righteous you learn, it will bring you grief, because you see everything that's against the righteousness, so it makes your spirit. You feel like, damn, you know? Women's situation, like, damn, all these hoes messed up. And it affects you, because you know how we're supposed to be against the Bible. You see the men of our nation being wicked or righteous, it affects your spirit, because you know that you're supposed to be a certain way according to scripture. So at least you hear it, it makes you, you know, you're like, bro, why you know, people talking, you know, Jake had a weird ass conversation that don't even make no sense. You're like, what the hell are you talking about? In your mind, you get vexed, you're like, damn, you know?
For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's it. So the more you grow in this shit, the more knowledge you grow, you're gonna have more sorrow. Like you say, it's bittersweet. It's sweet when you learn about your Israelite, that you're gonna get the kingdom of heaven. But then the bitter comes when, you know, you have to go through the long and straight path of walking in this truth. And also seeing the different things, and seeing the different people that you might come across, and the things they say, and the things that they do even towards you. People do weird shit towards you, vex you, like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Some situations come out of the middle of nowhere. You just chilling, man. You look up, everything was good yesterday, you going through hell the next day. And where did all this come from? You know? Strife and envy, all these things happen because why the Most High throws these at you so you can learn from those things. So now you have to know how to deal with certain situations. You know?
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 19. Wisdom is strength, the wise more than 10 mighty men which are in the city.
So wisdom is strength. Because you can't nobody take away from it unless the Lord wants to. You know? You know who you are. You know the truth. The Most High gave it to you to know. For whatever reason, because that means you couldn't get spoken, you could be chosen. So that the Lord gave it to you for a reason. He didn't give it to us people.
And
jack or whatever, man.
Right.
And he gave it to you for a certain reason, you know?
And also when you think about Yahweh Shah, when Yahweh Shah went to go pray to Yahweh and told his disciples to stay asleep. And then when he prayed to Yahweh, they told him to take away his beard that he had to bear. What did Yahweh say to Yahweh Shah? Nothing. Exactly. The Lord is long suffering. He said he didn't tell Yahweh Shah nothing. The Lord prayed for hours, man. And the Lord and Yahweh still didn't say anything. So when you think about hell, I always think of Yahweh Shah. Alright?
Because y'all shot to go through that down, man. That not always on the cross.
And look, and Yahweh Shah was the only man that could do it.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 verse 12. Wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as in common to man. Is that so? No temptation, that's what's common to man. We go through the same things that people go through in this world, right? But it's just on a higher level because we understand we know who we are. So then it affects you like, damn, go through this, that, and the third. Brothers have something infirmity, sickle cell. Brothers go through a lot of things. Brothers sometimes, have their different learning disabilities, that might hinder you. But Lord, brother, you gave you that disability for a reason. Certain things happen to us for reasons. Go ahead. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you above that ye are able. It's like, so you're not tempted above that you're able. And so the Lord knows that I can put him through such amount of stress. He'll still come out powerful. Look at Job. Job lost his kids. He lost everything. But the Lord knew he could push Job to that limit. The Lord knew he could push Job to his limit, man. He knew it. When Yahweh Shah, even when Yahweh Shah was praying to the Lord, was asking the Lord, don't put this stuff upon me. He said, look, bro, you were created for this purpose. I know you can do it. That's the Lord him sitting inside the Lord silence strengthened Yahweh Shah. He knew like, damn, well, my father's son, well, I gotta do it. And then he also thought about what? His elect. 144,000 things he had to go for. I gotta do it for them. It ain't just for me, it's for the whole nation. And y'all look, I got this, man. The Valley Father gave it to me for a reason. And the things that we're gonna go through, in General Shop, we're gonna go through different things. We're not gonna be able to go through it. We're gonna be able to. Someone's gonna have to die. And then when we think about that, that's why we read first Peter, 4th chapter. It talks about armed and minds, black and white people suffer till Yahweh Shah. That's how we get mentally ready to go through those sufferings as Yahweh Shah did. Look what it Paul did. He got hung upside down. And you knew, like, man, I gotta go through this. What I did for me being a Saul when I was persecuting the church of the moon. So we go through those things, man, and it's edification. All supposed to be those things,
Hey, just like you said, that's the spirit right there. Hey, what the brother say, man? He said, man, Paul was hung upside down. What thing? What? Saul. Hey, he get hung upside down. That's it. Hey, man, we all go through hell. We all suffer with evil. That's the spirit, brother. Hey, water for that.
That's it. Hey, go to Romans 15 and Romans 15 and This is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written after time were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. So things that were written for a long time were written for our learning. So these things that all the Stephen went through, and he got stoned to death. All those things that the men of the Lord went through, and Yahweh Shah for example, right? It's for our learning. So now we read those scriptures. So now we can sit here and go back. We're in a situation, right? Ain't no food, right? So now we think about the time of pollution when the Lord sent birds to feed them, So we think upon those things. We went when men of the Lord went through straight gates. They asked the Most High for help, and with the Lord always came through. The Lord always came through. Y'all, it's not time for us to not come through for the men that love him, Get James. Hey, look at John the Baptist. He was in the wilderness eating on locusts and honey.
I got quick. I got just because it's. I'll read this right now because it's the feeling that I know I go through a feel on a daily basis. I know I go through too. But Solomon, we think because he had all the riches and all the glory that it was beautiful. He loved and enjoyed it. Ecclesiastes 2. This is 2 and I'm gonna start at 7. I got me servants and maidens, and had servants born in my house. Also I had great possessions of great and small cattle above all that were in Jerusalem before me. I gathered me also silver and gold, and the peculiar treasures of kings and of provinces. I got men singers and women singers, and the delights of the sons of men as musical instruments. Alright, so we cover that much, so we jump back. Jump to 16. For there is, let me jump up to 15. Then said I in my heart, as it happened to the fool, so it happened even to me.
So the same thing happened to the fool, happened to Solomon. And this Solomon's wise, the greatest man ever, and one of the greatest man religions in the scriptures.
I got to jump, let me jump up to 13. Then I saw that wisdom exceeded folly, as far as light excelleth darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceive also that one event happeneth to them all.
So the same thing happens to everybody. Basically, that's what Solomon was saying. Nothing like going back to 1 Corinthians 10 and 12. No temptation has taken you that man.
As it happeneth to the fool, so it happeneth even to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart that this also is vanity. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool forever.
Because now, hey, there's no remembrance of the wise, so that's all the fool. Hey, look, right, he was considered a fool. You don't remember him? Hey, look at the men of the Lord. The men of y'all about to shot. All the nobody gives a fuck about Jeremiah like that, man. And nobody think about Ezra like that. And nobody, you know? Exactly. So nobody really cares about the man out of both sides. Or also the fool. So once you're dead, you're dead.
More than of the fool, forever seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And that's it, like you said, hey, because for the days to come, hey, all this gonna be forgotten. Because even now to this day, when you think about it, hey, everything, all the works of the men of old has been forgotten. Hey, just in the scriptures alone, we had to come back to our remembrance of the things, and that's just the elect. So the rest of the world, or the 2/3 of our nation, they don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody thinking about nothing about the things of the Lord. Hey, they don't even know the Lord's name. They don't even know the Lord's true name. So how much more have all things? Nothing matters on this side. All things are taken away. What? Ah! Damn, he was all up on my hand.
That's why I moved away from there. No bugs.
Hey, what are you? Hey, Slack, y'all. These got these June bugs out here, whatever. They tripping.
It's Ecclesiastes 9 and 5. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward. For the memory of them is forgotten.
Because once you dead, you gone. Shit, once you leave off this earth, what good are you? Once you, hey man, what the Lord say? A man, a dead lion, a living dog is better than a dead lion. Hey, and if I want to be on this earth, I'd rather be a lion. But shit, the Lord said a fucking living dog is better than a dead lion. And a lion is the most powerful, the most powerful animal of the kingdom. So who the fuck wouldn't want to be a lion? But the Lord could put a dog over a lion because why? It's still living, it's still going. It's because really, so you look at the wicked and the righteous, you still got time to get back to the things of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You still got time to get back to the scriptures. Get back to who you really are. You know? Let me finish this up. Alright? 17. No, it's like this is 16. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool. Forever seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man as the food. Therefore I hated life. Solomon hated life. Here you got a king. He had all kind of pleasures. It tells you about how, what's her name? She came and gave Solomon all kind of goodies and shit. And they tell how Solomon, she thought that the servant was Solomon, because when she walked up, he was enraged with so much gold and jewelry, so much beautiful things, man. So many beautiful precious diamonds and shit. You know, emeralds, rubies, you know, all the things that we held near and dear. You know, so he looked like, so what did he look like? He looked like Solomon. He looked like the king, but he was the servant. So, but Solomon said, therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous. All this shit that we do, all this hip hop shit, all this shit is grievous, man. Here you got the king, one of the most richest kings ever laid on this earth, hated life. Here we go through, we poor, and we can't stand the way we live. We can't stand our life. But you can be rich and feel the same fucking way.
As a matter of fact, like they said, King Solomon was miserable. What about the celebrities? They're miserable.
How much miserable?
They walk around with black glasses. Why? Their eyes,
they dark. They in darkness. They in darkness, man. They became children of the dark, man. What the Lord said, we are not children of the dark, but children of the light. You know? They don't want to be seen because they don't have no soul. All right, their spirit is not there no more. Why? Because they sold out to Baal. They sold out to the so-called white man, the devil.
And you see the death in them. They like, what we always say, walking dead, man. They walking dead. You go see a celebrity when they first come into the industry, until when they in their prime, and then they lateral in, man.
Hey, they be trying to kill their fucking self. Like, man, we brought out about what's old girl name? Braxton. Not Tony, Tamar Braxton. She tried to kill her fucking self, man. Take a bunch of pills. Mike wanted to keep himself asleep by taking propofol. You know what I mean? Hey, it's many of our people dead or getting killed off or been killed off or trying to kill themselves. Why? Because it's a heavy burden, man. Hey, Solomon didn't have to deal with the Illuminati at that time. But for him, it was a heavy fucking burden because he dealt with all the people. He dealt with the wicked-ass Israelites. He had to deal with the wicked-ass heathen nations. And it was just, everything was vexation. Everything he did was for nothing. Right? Now, let me finish it off. All right. 17, therefore I hated life, because the work, the spirit, yea, I hated all my labor, which I had taken under. All my labor which I had taken under. Which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me.
Solomon knew that he was going to leave it to a man after him. Really good now, probably get walking this way. And look at Rehoboam and Jeroboam, what happened to the king got split. So then all that labor that he did was really for no reason. You know?
This is Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I returned and considered all the oppression that are done under the sun. And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter of their oppressor, there was power, but they had no comforter. Wherefore I praise the dead which are already dead more than the living which are yet alive.
Yeah, that's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, better is he than both they which have not yet been, who have not seen the evil works that is done under the sun.
That's it. So it's better for you to be dead. Especially this time we live in, because what it has was saying, he said, woe is me, who should live me in those days? All right. So people that die, we cry for them, they cry for us, man. And that's why y'all was trying to say to go with mother. He said, when my thou cries for me, he said, hey, I'm crying for you. He said, I'm crying for you, don't cry for me. So I'm about to be at peace. Y'all don't want about to go through all that hell.
That's the joke. What John said gonna be.
Yeah.
When he died, he goes when he no longer impressed.
Exactly.
Like Joe was at.
The third chapter.
Yeah, you know, hey, because why? Because in death is peace, like the Bible was saying, man. So, you know, when you die, you go back to the Lord. You go back to peace, and you don't have to worry about the things in this world. You're not oppressed by the oppressor. The oppressor can't oppress you anymore. You know, and the oppressor also be your people. Not only just Esau, oppressor is your people. When you in the hood, you grew up in the hood. Hey, it's Jake running around trying to shoot, rob, steal, and kill your ass. It ain't Esau bitch ass out there. You know, it's just when you come out your box, that's when Esau start fucking. Get back in your box, nigga. You know what I mean? Like get back down there with the other niggas and kill each other. Do what you're supposed to do. You know, it's when you spread out into Esau's so-called white man's habitat into where he dwells. That's when he started trying to attack you. But really, your true oppressor is your own people. And when it's all said and done, because when Jake was born amongst his people. He wasn't born this bitch with the hood. All right? And where'd they get ghettos from? Because, hey, where did Hitler put the fake Jews? The Jews, he put them in the ghetto. They lived in the barrios. You know? All right, so he says, so this is Ecclesiastes 2 and 18. Yea, I hated all my labor, which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool?
Yes,
What did Rehoboam turn out to be? He turned out to be a fucking fool. All right, he split the kingdom with Jeroboam, and really was Yahweh who did it anyway. You know? But he still was a fucking fool. You know? And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool, yet shall he have rule over all my labor, wherein I have labored, and wherein I have showed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom and in knowledge, for there is a man whose labor is in wisdom and in knowledge and in equity. Yet to a man that have not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and a great evil. So it's evil. That's wicked. This is vanity, vexation, man. All right, so it was vanity for Solomon to have to leave his kingdom unto his son Rehoboam.
Because King Solomon didn't die at peace. King David did.
King David died at peace.
He knew that, hey, Solomon was going to be that righteous king. So you know David also had, you got to think about a lot of righteous kings that had his sons and oh shit. And when I go, my son going to do it. That's even in this time. Yeah, fathers, you know what I'm saying, they're going to be a certain way. But when they go, they're like, damn, is he going to be right? Is he going to be right? You know what I'm saying? That's always been a thought in the back of minds of fathers that raised up sons to be righteous.
Especially yeah, well.
Yeah, he always talk about that.
What most of people going to the like my dad's a doctor, he was a doctor, my dad's a lawyer, we had a farm, you know what I'm saying?
And see, Esau teach you to go against the grain. See, this is Esau tell you, oh, your father was a lawyer, you don't have to go be one. Oh, he was a doctor. You don't break that curtain. You don't have to just follow behind him. You know, that's just the so-called white man, man. He want to fuck everything up. He want to destroy the righteousness of the earth. You know, it's really a righteous thing to follow the footsteps of your father. Because if he's built up like Solomon, he built up wealth. He built up, and not only wealth, knowledge, understanding. He had the law, statutes, and commandments. He passed that shit down to his son. He said, here, his bond, take it, it's yours. Do with it what I do. And then he don't do it. Hey, what's that old saying? Hey, flipping over in your grave. You know what I'm saying? You know how much hell Solomon probably caught from that? You know? And that's horrible, man. You know, it's like, damn, man, I gave you all this wisdom and knowledge in here. And then Solomon left him me and the wisdom. Solomon, he didn't want to listen.
He didn't want those advisors.
He didn't want those advisors. He didn't want his father's advice.
He wanted his own advisors. He wanted the young niggas.
Right. He wanted 2/3. That's it. He wanted to bring the 2/3 and put them up on him.
Because he didn't want his, because as a king, when you're a king, you get advisors. Right. And we deep. That's
get passed down too.
That's Galatians 4.
Yeah.
It speaks about a king when he's raised up. He gets advisors to be advised on how to be a king.
Right.
But then now when you're a king, get somebody to do sleep, get rid of those old advisors, to kill them off, and get your own advisors.
That's it.
What advisors that Rehoboam had, he grew up with them.
That's it.
His boys, his own boys, really niggas that didn't know nothing.
No.
That weren't advisors, probably 9 out of 10. Then you know, so a whole bunch of, like I said, you think about it nowadays. You know, young Jakes, you know what I'm saying, not doing anything, not having no wisdom. Oh, man, fuck that, man, we don't do this. Hey, let's get rid of these old niggas and get these new guys popping. You know, we care about what our fathers did, and our fathers' fathers did. We do.
That brings the point that we said about Esau. What did Isaac have? Jake gotta do. That's why the Lord said Esau the end. That's because Esau couldn't do it. Because he want what? He didn't want, I mean, his blessing proves that Esau didn't want that legacy. He didn't want this worth of it.
He didn't want that wealth. He didn't want to follow. Esau didn't want, just like Rehoboam, he didn't want to follow his father's footsteps. He wanted, and like they do now, they tell you to tread out your own path. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, don't go off the works of the back of your people. Do your own thing. No, motherfucker, you build your wealth, bro. If your family is a family of farmers, don't sell your fucking land to the devil. Because all he gonna do is make the money that you should have been making. All he gonna do is take your farm and flip it and do all it, and he gonna be making billions while you sitting over here struggling trying to make regular paycheck for nothing.
That's how it is in my family. My grandfather in the 40s and 50s had a Cadillac, great house, farm. He had a legacy on it. Right. When he died, it fell all in that.
Right. Because especially Jake don't know to take care of anything. And that go back and show you Rehoboam couldn't take care of his father's righteousness. All his labor that he put in, his son didn't do his job. Alright? Why? Because he wanted to tread his own path, man. He wanted to do shit his own way. He even said it. What he said, my father yoke was heavy upon you. He said, I'm gonna make my yoke even heavier. You know, he put the yoke on the northern tribe even heavier. He made it worse for him. You know? Because he wanted to why? He wanted to do his own thing. He wanted more. The riches that his father had, which he had the majority of the world on the riches, it wasn't enough for him, man.
Thus saith the Lord. Chapter 6, verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand in ye ways and see and ask for the old path.
That's it. So seek and ask for the old path, right? Jeremiah 16, that's 4 tells us, look and seek for the old path, the old way, right? The ways of our fathers. And with it, Rehoboam, he didn't appear to that, right? He didn't want to hear that.
Where is the good way?
So that's the good way, walk their way. So the way of Solomon was the way to go. But he didn't want to. And look therein and walk in that way. And that's what we do. We're trying to walk the way of our forefathers. You know? We're trying to walk in the way of the righteous man that fought after Yahweh Shemel shot. Okay?
And ye shall find rest for your souls.
Exactly. We shall find rest for our souls, man. And we all found rest within our souls. We all can agree. We mentally we're at rest. We're like, I know who I am. I'm Israelite. I don't have an identity crisis. I'm not out here searching for Buddha. I'm not here searching for Islam. I'm out here searching for Christianity. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Hebrew Israelite from my respective tribe, or what my father may be, or what I might think I am, right through the spirit. And I'm fine with that. So we found rest within our souls because we understand and know who we are. But for other people, Jake, he think he's black. He's going through a whole midnight crisis. They don't know what the hell to do.
But they said, we will not walk therein.
Yeah, and they said they will not walk there. So now you have Rehoboam. Nah, man, I'm not walking with my father, man. Nah, man, fuck that. Hey, we gonna do Hey, same thing we're doing today. Hey, no, we're not gonna follow after Yahweh Shema. So we're not gonna follow after Moses and Aaron. We're not gonna follow after Melchizedek. You know, the priesthood. We're gonna have our own priest. Hey, look, what did Dan do when you read Genesis 18? And they took priests of their own. They went to the house of I think it was Malachi.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, Salakia. Went to his house, took up his gold and things, and said, we're gonna make gods of our own. We're gonna make. That's why Lord. Hey, that's why Dan ain't a church.
The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh saying, stand in the gate stand in the gate of the Lord's house and proclaim there this word and say, hear the word of Yahweh, all ye of Judah.
That's it. So hear the word of Judah, ye hear the word of the Lord, the house of Judah, house of Israel, whole house of Israel, man. Right? Hear the words of the Lord. We're speaking the words of the Most High. Hey man, we're not speaking no lies up here, man. We're speaking 100% truth. You know? We're speaking truth of Yahweh.
That enter in at these gates to worship the Lord, Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in the lying words, saying that the temple of the Lord,
That's it. So don't trust in those ways of the temple of the Lord. Because by that point in time, our people just in that temple. But the Most High says, I will not and build with man's hands. And that's what our people don't understand. And that's what the high priests, with kindness and all, when they was against Yahweh Shai, they were all about the temple. We have to give sacrifices to the temple, the laws. But the Most High said, you're not going to be within this place at a certain period of time. What are you talking about the word? You're not going to worship here? You're not going to worship here at this well anymore, woman? You know? Go ahead.
The temple of the Lord are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and doing, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye oppress not the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and
that's why, and also in Exodus when we left, we had strangers that came unto us, man. You know? Exactly. That's it.
Neither walk after other gods to your hurt.
Exactly. So neither walk unto other gods to your mind. So those was the Israelites, our fathers that Jeremiah was speaking unto the house of Judah at that time. The big congregation, the king. You know, Hezekiah at that time. He was the king of Judah. The king Hezekiah. He was the king of Israel, of Judah. And Jeremiah was speaking to him, telling him, hey, look, what the ways you're doing is wrong. We have to go into the ways of our fathers. Because King Hezekiah, he was scared of Nebuchadnezzar, the Babylonian king. He wasn't fearing Yahweh by Shema. So the Most High sent Jeremiah to prophesy to him, tell him, hey, look, you got to get the people right because you're the king at the end of the day. You know?
Well, he ended up fearing the people more than he feared the Lord. Because he was scared that the people told him not to tell people the things that the Lord has told him. Because he was afraid that the people would kill him.
That's
take
it.
him out of rulership. His own people, because he knew why. He said, because I deal with a bunch of wicked ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew the Lord, he knew what the Lord was saying was real.
Yeah.
He knew that the Lord was sending Nebuchadnezzar to come get him. You know, and he told Jeremiah, speak not to the people. If they ask you what was said, say unto them thus. You know what I mean? Don't tell them what we talked about. Because if you do, they're going to want to kill me.
Hey, look at Aaron. What they try to do with Aaron?
Yeah.
Hey, you think about it. Aaron made that golden calf.
They're going to capture.
And it was
scary. It was scary.
You know, the congregation, you know how, man, Jake be aggressive though.
Yeah, Jake aggressive.
And that's why Ezekiel said, thy force shall be strong against
It's their forehead.
because though they be countless, man. Jake can be aggressive, bro.
You gotta be with. You gotta get with.
Because Jake sometimes will be aggressive, man. Jake gets aggressive.
Yeah, Jake will get aggressive.
He gets aggressive. So sometimes you know what I'm saying, well, no, he's here. But I'm just saying, to speak on that age time, there was a multitude of niggas, and he was like, hey,
Right.
you know,
By himself.
he was shooting
Moses,
out like,
man.
damn, man, what these goddamn niggas? They like,
Right.
hey, Moses, make us that calf, that golden, making that golden calf, Aaron, you know, me, mother, them and shit, hey, we gonna kill you, nigga.
Hey, that nigga want it.
Yeah.
That nigga better do it. That nigga better do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you better get it in. Hey, nigga. Hey, everybody get y'all dogs together, get this nigga. 'Cause he gonna make that motherfucking cash.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all niggas better get ready.
Yeah.
Hey, get this nigga. You heard that nigga, man. She jump on, she be the first one. You be like, man, shit, nobody
Yeah,
say
hey, they all surrounded me.
Yeah, right.
He's scared. He's like, damn,
That's why
bro.
the Most High
Fuck
said,
it.
"You're not their counterpart."
Yeah, that's it.
He
That's
told
it.
us- He told us not to do that.
Yeah, some can't
Gotta
be
make your forehead hard against their forehead.
especially Jake, man. 'Cause you walk past Jake looking
Yeah,
mean
he
as
be-
hell, bro.
Yeah.
Especially
They
our
always
women,
wanna be,
man, they be looking
they
mean
mug the
as
shit out.
They don't even look approachable sometimes.
Hell
Like,
no,
damn,
you don't
man.
even want to talk to their ass, man. She be fine as hell. But then you be like,
They be driving this shit, they be mean
right.
mugging.
Like a nigga.
Oh,
hey,
see,
man.
I can't even fuck with you. Look at you like that.
So you gotta get with it though, man.
That's it.
You know, but that's how Jake is though. You know, and really a lot of times, funny thing about Jake though, a lot of times Jake barkers are always a lot of times stronger than they bite, man.
That's it too.
You know? Hey, cause Jake be barking, man. And then you look up, you bite his ass and he be like, oh shit. Like, yeah, motherfucker, it's real on this side too. Shit, I'm a Jake just like you.
The thing
You know what I'm
is-
saying? So what the fuck? You know, we all in our own power. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, sometimes it's just like that. But go ahead, stop.
Then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers forever and ever.
That's it.
Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit.
Hey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. You know? Hey, it's like y'all. Hey, so when Martin Luther King came talk about I have a dream, I have a dream, we can read that out of Jeremiah. Jeremiah, what's that, 23 and like 20. On down, 2021 on down. Talk about false prophets who prophesied. King was killed in the 1960s. So how the fuck, if the scriptures ain't real and the Lord ain't real, how the fuck could the Lord know to put that in there?
That's right.
How the fuck could that be put in there, man? How did Esau miss that shit, man? Because he didn't know. He didn't know what that scripture was going to mean. You know what I'm saying? And really, the Council of Nicaea, which was them niggas, with some more wicked niggas, was Constantine, right? When the Bible group, the destruction group, when they started ripping out the Torah, and they started ripping out, the Apocrypha out of the Torah, all right? When they started ripping out different, going through different scriptures and trying to change to make it more pleasant. What you call them?
The ESV, the NIV.
Yeah, no, but what you call them? They universal.
Oh, yeah,
They try to make the Bible universal.
Yeah, because in the Bible, we talk about
Everybody.
the nation of Israel. That's
Right.
why they try to preach like Christian. That's why they do that.
Right. And that's why that shit go back into Christianity, the way you get all that Christmas, Easter, because they took paganism
Mix it.
and they mixed it in with the Lord's
Right.
teachings.
Of the Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity,
All that. Yep.
Blessed Virgin Mary.
Yep. All that.
You know what I mean? All that bullshit, man. You know what I mean? They took the scriptures and they try to mix them and match and mingle things in.
Let me just get
You know?
let me just,
All right.
Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after others, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name?
Hey, you can go in Jake's house, and I don't know, like you can go, like it was this, it's some funny shit though, right? I'm pretty sure everybody knows Jamal Bryant. Back about 13 years ago, I was listening to Jamal Bryant, and he was talking about a female that he tried to get with. He was gonna get with her, and she invited him over to the crib. Now this is a Christian pastor. He said he went to a crib, got to the door. She came, had on some, tights and everything poking and popping out, looking good. So he like, all right, cool, I'm about to, get at this. He's, cause he the, what you call like the nigga preacher or something like that, whatever. Or he the hood preacher, whatever you call him. Well, he said he got up in there, and he said, and she started doing seances and shit. And the thing was, she started praying and lighting up different kind of incense and shit. She was like, yeah, this is gonna make our sex good. This is gonna do this.
Yeah,
and she did, she was all, he was like, he said she was fine. He said, hey, I'm telling you, he said, bro, she had, big butt. She was right. He said, man, I turned around and left out the door. She said, wait, where you going? He said, no, I don't do this. Hey, because even Jake, that was it. When you, when you, not even according to knowledge, But these scriptures will teach you that you can't, like the brother said, you not light incense up to a Baal. All right, and you can't, the queen of heaven type of shit.
Gone.
You know?
Like that. That
Yeah.
be on that energy
He
shit.
ran out of there. That nigga was a Christian pastor.
Energies and shit. Yeah, they be out, women be on that weirdo shit.
Hell yeah, man.
I just met a girl. She talking about she called it the divine feminine.
See?
Yeah, that's it. That's
See?
it.
They divine and shit. Now the Lord give them the inspiration.
Oh, that one chick support.
So, yeah, right.
She was on that shit. I was talking to her for a minute. Hey, she be on that women, you know, that
Women's
energy.
led, women energy.
You know what I'm saying? That universe shit.
Open up their third eye.
Yeah, man.
All that shit.
She said her mama was something like that. She was like she could open up her third eye or some shit
Right.
like that.
See?
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's that wickedness, man. That go back to that's witchcraft, which go back into what was that? Ahab and Jezebel. That's that Jezebel spirit, man. You know, dealing with wickedness. Hey, because what did she do to try to keep from getting killed? She put on her face, man. Hey, that face is wicked. Putting on that makeup. And they go back to Jezebel when she what's the king name? He came to kill her. Can't think of the name right now. But brothers, you look it up. You know, I mean, you know, some things brothers can't remember everything. But you go back and look it up. And he came when after they killed Ahab, the kingdom was falling. He can't. Who was? But anyway, she was at the window. She was like, oh wait, hold on. She found out that the kingdom was falling. She's put on her clothes. You know, she put on her get it girl outfit, her hoochie mama whole outfit. You know what I'm saying? Got the titties hanging out, booty popping. You know, the coochie looking right. And she went out to the window with the makeup on her face. You know, oh, do you surely come to have war with me? Not little old beautiful me. He said, hey, the first man who don't want to die, throw that bitch out the window. That's the first thing happened to her. Because she wasn't shit. Because your beauty ain't shit. And then it wasn't even real beauty, it was fake. She had to put the beauty on her face. They threw her ass out the window. And what happened? The dogs ate her, you know, ate parts of her body up and licked the blood. And they said her blood was splattered all over the fucking building. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's the point being, man. Yeah, that was some shit, man. That's hey,
Jezebel was something else.
Jezebel was something else, man. Yeah. I mean, it was rough, man. That was tough, man. You know, but, you know, that's just the point that we're just trying to make. You know, that the women, you got to watch these women.
Yeah.
Because like I say, even somebody like a Jamal Bryant, who we know is a wicked-ass warlock, but still, he was scared of that wicked witch.
What is the power on Instagram? What we always say, Hollywood, man. Hey, that booty, man.
Yeah.
Cause Jake love the booty. So every time they wear
That's all they got on that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Bitches working out.
Working out.
Everything hanging out.
And every
Some
time.
butt squat test.
Test, man.
I'm like, hey man, bro, I caught myself watching that shit one day. I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that got me hooked already. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's,
That's
man,
the power.
That's that witchcraft, man. It's their body. They use it in the form of witchcraft, man.
Especially some of these like
She gets spells on
with
this.
this That's So Raven. You look at her when she was young, look at her now. Man, she complete bug out. She got her hair weird.
She was cute as fuck.
Yeah. When she was young, but
fat.
yeah, look at her now. She's in her 30s.
Now she's dating the Edomite.
Yeah, she like she
chick,
said
ain't
she's
it?
gay.
They eat 'em like
Yeah,
chick.
she's gay and shit. No, man, she with her.
She all fucking.
She cuts her hair on the side. Any chick that cut her hair on the side, man, stay away from her ass, bro. She on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? She complete bug out, but it's just what Hollywood do. They turn you out. But she been doing this for a little, like a little child.
Little baby.
She's been in that.
Bill Cosby.
She's been in that, man. So she now she's older. She's completely
And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by thy name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations. Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, said the Lord. But go ye now unto my place, which has in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first.
Salakia. Hey, and them den of robbers is niggas. All right? First and foremost, this is Jake. This is Jake. These scriptures is talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Before we talking about anybody else on the face of this fucking earth, the Lord is condemning your ass. All right?
And see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel.
That's it, my people Israel.
So Lord, what did the Lord do? He destroys for our wickedness, man. And we live in that same time again, because like we read about Noah when the Lord said that man's mind is wicked as hell. Hey, so what's so much put on this dick? You know, it's completely gone, bro. And people don't even know, like, Jake think like life is regular. He said, well, everything go back to normal. I don't think wearing a mask is normal, bro. I just don't believe that's normal. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe having to wear a mask wherever you go is normal. That shit ain't normal, man. That's abnormal. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying?
They know it ain't normal because even back, like I always say, I probably said it last week, but I'll say it again. Just like when I was in school, when I was younger in school, shit, in 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th grade, we had science, and science taught us that we needed to be able to breathe out the carbon, to breathe in the oxygen that the trees take the carbon in, and they give off the oxygen. They clean that shit up and push back out oxygen, shit that we need to breathe. So we covering our fucking face. How the fuck we gonna get the good shit from the earth? The earth is built for a reason. The trees are made for a reason. Everything is made for a reason, and that's to help what? To help to prolong life. All these things. So when you cover yourself up, all you breathing in is your own carbon and your own carbon. So if you go, so that's like if you go in your garage with your truck, turn your vehicle, whatever the hell you drive, turn your vehicle on, close the garage, you taking in carbon monoxide. You gonna die in that motherfucker eventually. It's gonna kill you, and it's gonna kill you quicker than what it is. Yeah, of course, than when you put a mask over your face. But the point is, it's gonna kill you. It's no good for your body. It's gonna start breaking down your respiratory system, and your ass gonna fall out and die. So come on, man, let's use our brains here, you know.
And then they said that coronavirus said something about you're over 6 feet, you're more capable to catch the virus.
Oh, why? Because you're tall enough for the virus.
He's all getting dumber and dumber.
Yeah,
I got a pretty
You're closer to.
Go ahead.
I ain't trying to stay on this subject, but this is kind of what the brother was saying a while ago. Inquire was saying a while ago. Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth, it shall sigh bitterly.
Yup, that's it. So, hey man, we get to argue with something, man. That face change. Hey, that man, he like, dang, you know, and that's in the scriptures. Because a lot of men, they deal with women that are complete man tired, bro. Yeah, bro. Crazy. Crazy as hell. You know?
Like you were saying, man, what I think on Instagram, with verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of sinners fall upon her.
That's why she don't mind getting on there tweaking and twapping. Because all wickedness is still you. Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at her. Hey, because I seen a video.
Her and Dwayne Wade.
Why is he so goddamn
With
wicked?
that little nigga. You see him with the purple,
purple hair.
big brain
Yeah,
up in
that's
his
it.
head?
Yep.
And them niggas, wow, she's just loving that shit. Man.
Exactly, smiling.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
like I
I'm
said,
saying?
read that again. That's perfect for that. Read that again. That was part of it.
Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 25, verse 19. All wickedness is all wickedness.
Not some wickedness.
All wickedness.
All wickedness.
Is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
That's it,
Hey,
very
man.
little. And so she don't even care. It's cool with her. You know, and Dwayne Wade falling after her represents Adam and Eve all over again.
Huh.
What's gonna happen? He gonna be him and his house gonna be destroyed for that shit.
Destroyed.
You know what I'm saying? Because there was a video. One of the brothers, a London brother from he teaches art in New York, main camp, came up with a video talking about how Dwayne Wade actually knows he's an Israelite because he was wrong. A brother that took a picture of him. He had fringes on. And you know Dwayne Wade asked, "Hey, what's them about?"
Yep.
Yeah, you can't just
Because you know what I'm saying? It's eye catching. Yeah, it's eye catching. You gonna look like, hey, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? So you know that he know. So that shows you that, hey man, he falling right after his woman. And what's gonna happen? They all will be leading to destruction.
That's that Jezebel spirit.
Because his son's gay as hell, bro.
Yep.
I don't know how the hell that happened at age of 12, man. That's just weird.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, and then look at Will Smith in his household.
You want to cut his rod off?
Yeah, his
Jeremiah?
no, some Jaden Smith. Yeah, Jaden Smith. He said he was in a relationship with one of the rappers. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Craig. Yeah. And Tyler Craig said a couple songs in his song said he kissed the white boy or some shit like that. So that homosexual spirit is out there, man, especially on Jake, because highly weird.
Yep.
And another good example of the wickedness of a woman, a good scripture that's good with the wickedness of a Jake woman, any woman, period, is Proverbs 7. Go into that. Read Proverbs 7 chapter.
Which could commit adultery.
Catch your ass.
Loud, clever.
I'm gonna continue so that we can talk about wicked ass. Let the portion of the sinner fall upon her, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
See, a wife full of words to a quiet man. So if you're a quiet individual, you woman always want to talk. And that shit vexes sometimes.
Huh?
You just chilling, she want to talk to you all the time. Like, I just want to be quiet, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just be. I don't want to say nothing. And that's how I be too. Y'all be sitting there, man. You want to talk about chill out, bro. I just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on the game. Or you trying to read the scripture. She want to have a conversation with you. While you trying to do something constructive, man. Like, leave me alone.
She want to wrestle with you.
Yeah, like you want, like, hey.
Like she want to talk like reckless to you.
Yeah.
Man. And then when you destroy her, then that's when she start crying. You know what I'm saying? Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
Hey, look at Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade, hey, Gavin, she ain't ugly. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she's a good looking woman at the end of the day.
Huh.
But he stumbled at her beauty. Hey, cause she's looking herself. Hey, she got him and Dwayne. He got Dwayne Wade's son and him on a video talking about we support LGBTQ, Black Lives Matter, transgender lives matter. So now Dwayne Wade, he's gonna let his son cut his own rod off, bro. And then Lil Boosie, he was like, nah, Dwayne, you going off, man. You going off with that, man. You know? Cause even, man, he know, Dwayne Wade know he's wrong, bro. When he had to give that sacrifice. That hey, cause what did he do? He's in that column of what? Of those men that's within that sacrification of that Illuminati.
Hey, what he do when he had two nephews that died?
Yeah.
Hey, you start seeing, man, when celebrities make it, just people just start dying in family all of a sudden. And then you put it in the news. What cousin you put in the news, man? If it ain't no sacrifice.
But this should show you the Lord don't care about your damn celebrities. Alright, this just shows you that, man, because look, to us, to the elect and the Lord and Yahushua, all you just do whatever, basically what you are, you're still a slave. You're under a contract, you gotta do what Esau says. You ain't nothing but a slave.
Every celebrity.
And now, because ye have done all these works, saith the Lord, I spake unto you, rising up early and speaking.
Yes, so rising up early and speaking. That's talking about the prophets of the Most High. Because like I said, there was a man along with Jeremiah that was speaking the word. It wasn't just Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? Because even Jeremiah said, I'll go into the men that knew the laws of the Lord. Who knew? The men of the Lord said. Right? So they were rising up. So we, like I said, 8 during the sun. Because Nehemiah 8 and 8 talks about how we should prophesy the word, man. They doing this the way we were doing it back then. Same way we doing it now. Ain't no difference. We come out here through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. We speak the words, rise up whenever us do it early. That's how we do it early. Hey, cause you can wake up in the morning and try to put up a YouTube video with a possible show. That's us speaking to you early in that morning. It don't matter at any time at the end of the day. Rise up speaking unto them. Amen.
Therefore, rising up early and speaking, but ye heard not, and I called you, but ye answered not. Therefore I will do unto this house, which is called by my name, wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I've done to Shiloh, and I will cast you out of my sight, as I cast out all of your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim.
Woo, so the Most High cast out Ephraim, man, because Hosea, he said, stay away from us Ephraim, because they have gone into idols. So the Lord cast us out of his sight because of the wickedness that we were doing.
Jeroboam split. He got rid of all the Levites. Because the Levites was northern tribe. He got rid of all the Levites, man, sent their ass back. And he put priests of his own people, or just anybody. So why? They started doing worshiping Baal. They started worshiping blessed Virgin Blood of Mary. That's all that shit come out of. They come out of worshiping wicked. Anything but Israel.
That's it. And that's when we go back to Hebrews 14 when it talks about the law being corruptible by being made to be broken. And that's why. Let me get Romans No, Hebrews 14. 14 and 4. That's why. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying that when I go to Instacart spot, man, what you do? Yeah, he'll have white JC sitting on the wall, man.
No.
I always say Bubba Kashad when they had white JC, like you said, idols, man. You see this car all the time in this spot with a bunch of St. Mary JC in his restaurant, man.
This is Hebrews 13 and 4. Marriage is honorable in all. And
That ain't it. Go back.
Oh, I got it.
You got it?
No, I don't know. I didn't know.
It was, oh no, 7.
All right, well, let me grab this. Hey, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 7 and 26. Just because we was
7,
on
14, right.
just because we was on this point, I want to bring this point back up. Just because we was already kind of hit on this point, we can flip back over. And I found more bitter than death the woman. I had to bring that back out because I know a lot of times we get tired of getting on the women, but sometimes you got to get on their ass. All right. So anyway, back here, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh by Shem Shai shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Look at Dwayne Wade. All right, look at all these rappers. Look at Will Smith.
Yeah,
Hey, Will Smith woman laid up with a nobody, man.
August.
But he just
He can sing though. He can
but
blow.
before he was known,
Yeah.
he had been in their house for some years.
Yeah, but you comparing August to Will
You know?
Smith.
Who the hell is August?
Who the hell is August?
You know what I'm saying? Will Smith make 20 million a movie, bro. 15 to 20 million a movie. You know, and she turned around and and gave it up to him. They in love with each other.
Had an intent.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, man, just don't make no sense, bro.
And then look at his daughter. She completely bugged the hell out.
Oh yeah, she's all.
I went on her Instagram, man. I was like, damn. I thought she could be cute, but her head's all. She bald headed. She got.
They've been running her for a long time.
Man, she's through. She is through. Hey man, that man's house. I don't know what the hell he did to them.
The only lucky ones is his oldest.
Yeah.
Because you notice you don't see his oldest a lot.
No.
He's always with his mother. He be like, around his mother people, he was always around them more.
Yeah.
He was like, everything that was born by Jada Pinkett, fuck. You know what I mean?
That was the sacrifice.
Yeah. She's wicked, man. She probably wanted to sacrifice his oldest, but old girl probably wasn't playing that shit. Like, nah, you niggas, fuck that. Be my son.
That's it.
You know?
Cause you look at his whole family, man. His son's a homosexual.
Oh yeah,
his
they all
daughter.
fucked up.
I don't know
all
what the hell
fucked up.
she is.
She everything.
She's off, bro. She's like.
Some everything.
I don't know what the fuck wrong with her.
She been like that because I remember when she was like 12, 13 years old. They said she was at a video. She was in a music video laying up with some 30-something-year-old dude, and they said that they was having an actual relationship. You know what I mean? And she wasn't up but 12, 13 years old, man. Hey, that's just like that bitch Drew Barrymore. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know who that Edomite. All right. Well, look her up sometime. She an Edomite, man. She was 12 years old. They said they had her fucking and smoking weed, and she Esau. This bitch, that was back in the fucking the 90s. Yep. Back in early 90s. When she was a little girl, she was getting tossed up at 12, fucking and sucking. So right here, let me finish this off. And I gotta keep saying it. And I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart is snared in nets and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by it. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher. And if you don't know who the preacher is, it's Solomon. It's King Solomon. He's the preacher. Counting one by one to find out the account, yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Hey, you know how that's the truth. And what he meant was a righteousness, a righteous woman. there ain't been no righteous woman ever been found.
That's
Because
right.
everywhere you look, she bring what? Wickedness and folly. You right? Everything she do, she'll teach you to go off and do some different shit. Because it go back to Solomon himself. How does Solomon know? He had 700 wives and was 300 concubines. He had over 1,000 women. So through all them women, he knew what none of you bitches shit. All you bitches had me going off. And like he said, he made himself endure folly. He wanted to see wickedness. So he made himself endure the wickedness. And that was through part of the women. And he built up high groves and high idols unto these women. What they do, they built up to that wicked shit. Seances and shit. You know?
got mad from me, some shit the kingdom from me.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you knew way too much.
Knew way too much. It's when the
But
kingdom
for
got
you to
shut.
make that mistake
Yeah.
like that. But that's
But it was his wisdom that took him there.
It took me, exactly. You want, yo, man.
You can't. That's why the Lord. We can't handle that much wisdom on this side.
Not in this fleshly body.
Not in this fleshly body. It's gonna make us go off.
That's why we have to be extraterrestrial. You know,
Yeah.
extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrial beings. When we get the extraterrestrial body, we're gonna be able to inherit all that wisdom. We're gonna be perfect from. We're not gonna overthink, the things like that. We're not gonna be overly lustful. You know? Because in this fleshly mind, you can be overly lustful. Y'all can come back on
This is Hebrews 7, verse 14.
Yup.
For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
That's so. Yahweh Shai sprung out of Judah, which concerning nothing of the priesthood, right? Because the Judites weren't even in that recollection of being a priest. It was given to the Levites.
Huh.
Go ahead.
And it is yet far more evident, for that after the similitude of Melchizedek, there arises another priest.
Yo, and
Who is-
Melchizedek, we read in Genesis, when he gave to Abraham gifts, a blessing, right? So Melchizedek was that
Abraham
priest.
gave him,
Council like it.
Abraham gave him a tenth
Of his
possession.
Yep, that's it. Go ahead.
Who is made not after the law of a carnal commandment.
Yes, that's not made after the law of a carnal commandment. And that's when we go back to the laws. They were made to be broken. Because we couldn't keep them. Because why? They were meant to be broken, man. And that's why going back into also, there were priests that were made priests just because of the law, not the spirit.
Right.
Because by the law. Because they were ordained by the law, which is carnal at the end of the day. You know?
Law is
That's it.
because that's why the Lord don't deal with the sacrifices.
Yeah, that's it.
Because at the end of the day, Moses' law, that's why he said was a carnal law. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that we don't keep it, we don't try to keep, what we can keep to the best of our abilities. We keep, we wear our fringes, we don't eat pork, we don't eat shrimp. We stay away from unlawful things. We don't do adultery. We don't murder each other. You know what I'm saying? We're not running around putting bad names on each other. You know what I'm saying? We don't. So we keep the law, even though the law was a carnal covenant, is what it means. All right. But when the Lord came, Yahweh Shai made that covenant spiritual covenant. Because by the law, what happens? You break it. You know what I mean? What Jake do all kind of wicked shit to break it. And that's why the Lord said, I got to put it in the inward parts. Right? He got to put it in our lives. He going to, etch it in our brains. And through the Spirit, we're going to understand, we're going to know how to deal in righteousness the right way. Go ahead.
But after the power of an endless life, for he testified, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Is that so we're a priest after the word Melchizedek, which is, let's go back to Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
For there is verily a disannulling of the commandment, going before the wickedness and unprofitableness thereof. For the law made nothing perfect, but the bringing in of a better hope did.
Exactly. So the law made nothing perfect. So the law didn't make us perfect as a nation, because we see we were imperfected. We weren't perfected at that point. We're not going to be perfected really until we're not going to be perfected until Yahweh Shai comes.
Shell, they murdered Yahweh Shai through the law. You know what I'm saying? These wicked niggas use the law to murder Yahweh Shai, the king, our king, the king of kings.
And that's what when we read Jeremiah, they said the temple. But that was according to the law. Give sacrifice to the temple. But then they could understand that the Most High doesn't dwell in with the hands that man made. Go ahead.
By the which we draw nigh unto God, and inasmuch as not without an oath he was made priest. For those priests were made without an oath, but this was an oath by him that said unto him, Yahweh swear and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Yeah.
By so much was Yahweh Shai made a surgery of a better testament.
Yeah.
And they truly were many priests, because they were not suffered to continue by reasons of death.
Yeah.
But this man, because he continued ever, hath an unchangeable priesthood. Wherefore he is able also to save them to the uttermost that come unto God by him.
That's it. And that's what Yahweh Shai gave us, being that sacrificial lamb for our sins. Go ahead.
Seeing he ever liveth to make intercession for them. For such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens, who needeth not daily, as those high priests, to offer up sacrifice, first for his own sins, and then for the people's. For this he did once, when he offered up himself. For the law maketh men high priests, which have infirmity.
Exactly. So the law making men have priests, but have infirmities. Word infirmities, which downfalls. You know, powers issues, spiritual issues. A lot of them, they had infirmities. They weren't right in the spirit, man.
Hey, they lusting after women.
Yeah, they weren't right, bro.
No, yeah, they had them money lust. You know what I mean? Power. They would have a power problem.
And they was,
You know? No, go ahead.
no, they were set in those high places because of why? This why? Because who they fathers were,
Right.
who they were.
Just from
You know what I'm saying?
down
Just from they have been within that priesthood at them higher rankings for a while.
Hell, look, hey, if it really goes when you look now today, look at the system of the day. That's how this system is really worked out. A lot of people like the Bushes, you know, a lot of these
Systematic.
Kennedy, you know, it's a system, you know, of people that are fucked up.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? That's why Solomon said, hey, who the hell gonna rule after me? I don't want to, it's vanity and vexation. Because you don't know what that next man gonna be. You know, so they keep bringing in wickedness after wickedness, man. So it's the same thing that we did in our time. We set up different high priests because that was the high priest. Okay, let's go back right quick. Let's go back to Samuel. Samuel was set up through the Spirit. Okay? But Eli had sons. Remember Eli's sons? Eli's sons was wicked as hell. They was doing all kind of wicked shit. Now, if the Lord would have did it in order of Eli, he'd have set Eli's sons up to be the next prophet, the head prophet of Israel. It would have been one of Eli's sons, but no, the Lord didn't want them. Why? Because they was wicked as fuck. They was fucking over the people. And Eli knew it. Hey, that's why the Lord killed Eli the manner that he did. He made him fall over out the back of the chair, break his neck, he was dead. He killed his sons off. You know, but who did he set up? He didn't set up Eli's sons. He set up Samuel. You know, he took Samuel and set him up. You know, so you know, that's just
what I always do that because do the same other day.
Yeah, right. Same thing.
The older brothers could
easily been the king.
But it wasn't meant. But the Most High didn't open.
They wasn't right.
And that goes back to Jeremiah 23. There have been prophets that have ran, but the Lord has not spoken to them. They prophesied, I haven't sent them. Same thing with those priests back in that day. And they ran, they preached, they prophesied, but the Most High ain't sent them.
Right.
You know? So the Lord didn't know who the hell they were. They just ended up one day like, man, who the hell? Because the law sanctified me to be this.
My father was.
And that's what that whole thing was. You know?
Law.
Wait.
Hey man, it was like it, but in the law, statutes, commandments, hey, what it goes to your what? Firstborn. Right? Everything passes down. So that's why the law was law. Because you just don't know.
Thinking of wicked sons, which was called Jacob's sons. They had Joseph, they tried to kill off Joseph. Yeah. They sold him off to the Egyptians.
Yeah.
All right,
12 patriarchs.
Yeah, Khan. And then after that, and they told their own father that he got mauled by a beast.
Yeah.
And then Jacob was born, man, for days, for years.
Yeah.
For actually years, man.
You know,
and then when they told him that he was alive, finally saw his son, he rejoiced.
Right.
All right, he was happy, man. And then on top of that, right after that, he was gonna die. And then guess who knew he was next morning? Joseph started mourning. So yeah, man, we be going through a lot of hell when you think about it. All right, because we all have. I mean, the prophets also had wicked sons.
Yeah, there you go.
But the word of the oath, which was since the law, maketh the son who is consecrated for forever. It's consecrated forevermore.
This is Acts 7:51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears.
Yeah, but no, this is definitely speaking to the high priest. Now he taught the high priest he uncircumcised in mind, right? Because now they were circumcised according to the law. But now what? But now mentally they weren't circumcised.
Carnal.
It was
That's
carnal.
who made the law carnal.
Exactly.
Because the law, because your circumcision was of a physical circumcision. You know, that's the law.
Exactly.
You had to be circumcised.
Exactly.
What was it, seven days after you're born? You had to get to circumcised. Or is it 6 days or the 8th day? I think it's 7 days and the 8th day, you got to be circumcised. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So, you know, that made it carnal, bro. That's what he was telling y'all, need some carnal niggas.
That's it.
You know, that's the Old Testament Israelites. Woo! They carnal as hell.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why ISO and all them, they want to go bust out the guns and, you know, and we going to go to war with these devils. And, man, bro, that ain't with the Lord. Hey, man, we here to be the mouthpiece of the Lord for
That's
now.
it. And go home.
And go home.
You tell the Lord, that's it. That's all.
That's it.
That's the only purpose.
Hey, they want to chop your head off just for doing what we doing now. You know what I'm saying? So how much more you can go up against Esau when Esau was given the weapons of war?
That's right.
How you gonna go up against? You gotta go, and then the whole point, you gotta buy your ammunition from this devil, man. You anything you get that's carnal, you gotta go to Esau for it. Everything, the one of all things, and it's Deuteronomy. You will not be the lender, you will be the tail, man, not the head. Thou shalt lend to thee, thou shalt not lend to them. You're not gonna lend to them, you're gonna be the borrower. Who's the borrower? We are. Only one motherfucker landed on this earth, that's Esau. Esau lend to everybody. All the nations. Well, now they trying to cut away from it and do their own thing. But the point is that, hey, the earth, Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. And if he ain't the so-called white man, then who the fuck is he?
God.
Because he's the long arm of the law. It's this devil that called himself white, that's red. That's the long arm of the law. He the wicked. He the one that run and rule everything on this earth. It ain't so-called Negroes. Hell, we barely can buy toilet paper to wipe your ass. You can't even go to fucking Sam's Club to find disinfectant. But I bet you Esau can get some. You know, you barely have $1 a pot to piss in. You know, what's that? Is that I think is it not Habakkuk, but Haggai? What is it? Is it go around with many, go around like with holes in our pockets? Hey, that's what life is like. You get a little dollar, you put it in your pocket, shit gone. Can't even find it no more. Shit just every time you walk down the street, just money just fall. Hell, I don't want to say change, because you can't even get nickels, quarters, and dimes in this motherfucker no more. So you walk around every dollar you got to fell through your pocket. What's going on? What bills? All your welfare. You paying for your exes and children and shit. Hey, it's some guys paying for kids that's not even fucking theirs, just because she put them on here. You know, that's living here in Babylon. No, go ahead.
Ye do always resist the Holy Ghost.
Yeah,
That's
you always
it.
do. It's the Holy Spirit. So Steph was speaking to those high priests, man. He was telling them, hey, you are uncircumcised in mind.
Right.
So mentally, they weren't circumcised in Yahweh Shai. And that's what it's all about. And that's what they couldn't understand, because they were so carnal according to the law was, hey, the temple. You know what I'm saying? The Lord. But no, they didn't understand the Most High was setting a new order.
On the
Which was Yahweh Shai.
As your fathers did, so do ye. And Saul was consenting unto his death. And at that time there was a great persecution against the church, which was at Jerusalem. And they were all scattered abroad throughout the regions of Judea and Samaria, except the apostles.
Exactly. So that means the men of the Lord, they were all out. They were scattered. That's why we all sent the word. And the word apostle means to be sent away. And the men of the Lord, at that time, we were all sent away. And like how we're all sent away. You got brothers, now you got brothers Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Brothers in Texas, brothers in Alabama, brothers in Wisconsin, brothers all over the world. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the brothers in the main, which will be the main headquarters will be what? New York. Will it all came out of? But you have men that are scattered abroad within America. Same thing that time we was in Rome. Hey, there was men in Corinth, you you know, all those different places where.
and made great lamentation over him.
Yep.
As for Saul, he made havoc of the church, entering every house and hailing men and women, committed them to prison. Therefore they that were scattered abroad went everywhere preaching the word.
Exactly, man, scattered, went everywhere speaking the word. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're doing through the internet, man. You know, and that's what Psalms 19, and about our message, and about what we're bringing. And it also goes back to what? Matthew 25, man. You know, the preacher of the kingdom of heaven shall come, then the end shall come, man. You know, then the end of the world shall come after when everybody should hear the gospel. Because then now you can't be justified. You can't say I didn't know. Well, no, you didn't know, because you heard it one point in time in your life. Go ahead.
Then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them.
Go ahead.
And the people with one accord gave heed unto these things which Philip spake, hearing and seeing miracles which he did. For unclean spirits, crying with a loud voice, came out of many that were possessed with them, and many taken with palsies, and that were lame were healed. And there was a great joy in that city. But there was a certain man called Simon, which before time in the same city used sorcery and bewitched the people of Samaria, giving out that himself was some great one.
Exactly. So, like I said, like what you consider these modern day pastors, you know. So you had the men of the Lord doing the true works of the Heavenly Father, but then you also have the deceivers and the deceivers deceiving the people, thinking that they're be something that they're not. You know, he was doing great sorcery. Hey, and we can refer to Esau's white man out today. What does he do? He does great sorcery, man. We don't believe in a lie. We don't believe that he's God. You know, and the people at that time thought that man was sent, but he wasn't. Go ahead.
To whom they all gave heed, from the least to the greatest, saying, this man is the great power of Yahweh. And to him they had regard, because that of long time which he bewitched them with sorcery. But when they believed Philip preaching things concerned to the kingdom of Yahweh, of Hamajiah, they were baptized, both men and women. Then Simon himself believed also, and when he was baptized, he continued with Philip and wondered, beholding the miracles and signs which were done.
That's it. So which were done, and that's up to us. You know, we heard the words of the Lord, and we were baptized, man, in the Spirit. You know, we were clean through the words that we heard. You know, through the apostles speaking the word, man. Through all the brothers out there preaching the word. That's how our minds were changed to get right mentally, man. Because we were deceived, and we go, man, we were deceived. You know, we all were deceived at a point in time. We were under that witchcraft of sorcery, right? Exactly. And Jesus Christ, that's a big sorcery that's upon the whole world, man. That image. But that's slowly being broken down through the men of the Lord. And Philip broke that down, man. That stronghold. He broke it off on Simon, man. And Simon was like, oh shit. Hey, this do boom. And it's the truth. So this is how we know that the book of Acts is being replayed over again as well. Because same things are, like I said, the Most High have certain events that they happen over and over and over again, right? And these events have been played over and over again. Go ahead.
Now when the...
Yeah, that's kind of what you were saying with the sorcery, man.
Yeah, go.
Hey, science, man. Brother, you did a video on science. What did Esau always do? Our world's 2.5 million years old.
Yeah.
That's that sorcery. Esau always wanted to tell you numbers, man. It's equation. Look, hey, you see the numbers actually, numbers not in place. No. That's sorcery of this world. Science.
Because it makes you believe in a false reality, you know? And our people believe in a false reality, man. Hard thing, the whole world believes in a false reality.
God.
You know, they don't understand and know that. But by us teaching the word, that's what Scripture said that words are work for our carpet, but body through the Most High, bringing down strongholds. So we're able to bring those strongholds down through the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's the only way. And it's the reason why we're even out here is because Yahweh Shai got us out here, bro.
That's right.
We're not out here on the court, man. We're not out here because we want to be, but it ain't it's the spirit that got us out here.
Huh.
You know, because if it was nothing upholding us, we wouldn't even be out here.
If we was out here without the Bible in our head, hey, who would come over here all the time, man? Telling us to go on somewhere, man. We couldn't have our jam music up loud. And Esau done took us away. But what the Most High got around us, man? He got the hedge around us.
The angels, man. You know?
Now when the apostles which were at Jerusalem heard that Samaria had given the word of Yahweh, they sent unto them Peter and John, who, when they were come down, prayed for them, that they might receive the Holy Ghost. For as yet he was fallen upon none of them. They were baptized in the name of Yahweh Hamashiach. Then laid their hands on them and they received the Holy Ghost.
That's it. They received the Holy Gospel, the Holy Spirit. And that life, understanding who Yahweh Shai is, and all these scriptures, man. So that's how we were able to be renewed through the Spirit.
Huh.
You know, we all once were dead. That's why they call the congregation the dead. Also, Ezekiel said, "There's valley of dry bones. Can these bones live?" But we're living through what? Through Yahweh Shai, man. And through that new covenant, also. You know.
I got a quick reset. The Akim was talking about science. I just want to pull this out right quick. This is 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called, which some profess have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee.
So a lot of those things that we see, that we hear,
is false.
It's false. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
Because it makes no damn sense, man. You know, it's not backed up. They say
The earth
like
was made in, what was it,
billion years ago.
yeah,
All the other shit.
what was that motherfucker? Was that Darwin? Where you say how, and then we come from apes and shit.
Yeah, the Big Bang Theory.
Big
all
Bang
that.
Theory. And, you know, all that shit is bullshit.
Evolution.
Yeah, evolution. That's bullshit. All right, so then where's the rest of our evolution at? Because evolution means to what? To evolve. Okay, so why the fuck we stop? If evolution is real, why the fuck we ain't turned to? Well, it's got to be another level. But then we got to be the Anunnaki then. Why the fuck we ain't turned to the Anunnaki?
But it is scientific.
You get what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Science say that man evolved from apes.
It is scientifically proven.
So that means that man need to keep evolving. But we've been fucking stagnant. We've been this.
But when you think about it, we actually undervolved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
right.
did the opposite.
Yeah, we did the opposite.
We went down.
Right.
Because especially in Genesis, when it talks about the giants of the earth,
man.
hey, we were
Yeah,
powerful.
it's trees.
Yeah, man, we saw us trees. So we're not even at that point no more. We're way weaker than we used to be. And that's why when Yahweh comes back, He'll give us that power again.
Huh.
That's why we're gonna evolve 100 times fold. You know, because right now we're decreased. We're not as strong as the men of David. We ain't got that type of power, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're no near as strong as those men used to be.
You gotta remember, David grabbed Goliath's sword and chopped his head off him.
I'm a big.
So, and Goliath was a giant. So David was strong enough to grab a giant sword. Hey, you know, Matt, they found giant bones in Egypt.
Yeah.
All right, they found the Egyptian fucking giant heads. So you can figure if we man, hell, all of us couldn't even pick up a fucking giant sword, man. We'll be struggling to get that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know it would take all of us plus some. You get what I'm saying? So if King David went and grabbed his sword and sliced his head off, how big and mighty was King David? And King David was the run of his brothers.
Shoot, man, if we had that power now, we run through this place. Come on, man.
That's it.
It's kind of like
That's why I talk about the mighty.
like Thor.
Right. Who could pick up his hammer?
Yeah.
That shit's mythological. Damn, that shit mythological. But, you know, shit go right on.
This is Psalms 82:6. And I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Exactly. Right. We are gods. We all just on the Most High. Hey, At the end of the day, we're all children of the Most High. Even 2/3 are children of the Most High. You know? We are God, we are children of the Most High. Go ahead.
But ask you on that.
Keep not thou silence. I've said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Right.
But ye shall die like men,
Right.
and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O Yahweh, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
That's it. We're falling one of the princes of the power. That's why y'all Solomon, he is Prince Power. You know? So we're princes and thrones to the air, man. You know?
So y'all know how women be calling themselves gods? They're not though. Just think about it. Just think about it. That's right.
And that, even with him saying that go back to the Lord's tabernacle was with men. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Slocky. And to his point, that the Ak was saying is that the Lord's tabernacle was with men. The Lord don't deal with the women the way they think he does. Right? Them guys that deal with them are, the devil. That's Esau, in the back of their mind. Treated Isaac when she wanted to be pregnant, when she wanted to have a baby. I mean, Abraham. Isaac, when you go back to Isaac and Rebekah, he was 40 years old before Rebekah had a child. She entreated Isaac while she wasn't pregnant. And then she had to go back and entreat for the Lord because they was fighting in her stomach. Same thing with Rachel. She had to go and entreat Jacob. She had to go to him to go to the Lord. That's just like when I talk about Eli, Samuel's mother. Can't think of the name right now.
I can't remember her name.
Yeah, her name. Yeah, but she entreated. She had to go entreat to the Lord, but she had to go to she went to her husband to go to the high priest to entreat to the Lord for her, so she could have a child. Because Samuel's father had 2 wives. Okay, he had 2 wives at that time, and one he loved her, but she didn't. She wasn't able to bear kids. But the other one, he loved her, but he didn't love her as much as he loved Samuel's mother. And he said, "Am I not enough for you? Am I not more than enough than 2, 3 sons?" She was like, "It's not the point. Your women is made here to bear children." So she, what did she have to do? She had to entreat the Lord through who? Men. She had to go, because so the women don't have that power. That's why your husband, that's why there's an order. All right? There's the rank and file. You have to go to your head. Just like we got to entreat Yahweh in order to get to Yahweh, to help us in our fight. Same, right. That's your Lord. That's your master. That's your head. Your head means to be your master. To be over you. Okay? That's it.
All right, Council, with that, we want to give our prisoners too.
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostle, elder, give minister, talk to the spirit. Peace and much love, such of Israel with that. Hey, shalom.
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 Ball. Death to America.